The royal family has always been shrouded in a delicate veil of mystery, where personal struggles are rarely shared with the public. But recent revelations are finally peeling back that curtain, exposing a heartbreak that few could have imagined. Princess Catherine, the poised and graceful Duchess of Cambridge, has faced a deeply personal tragedy in silence. A miscarriage that the royal household deliberately kept hidden. While the world saw a picture-perfect family, a storm of emotions was quietly brewing behind palace doors. The confirmation comes from a trusted medical source who has shed light on the delicate reasoning behind the secrecy, to preserve the image of stability and ensure the monarchy's public facade remained unshaken. But before we continue, turn on the notification bell for updates. The news is jarring, not just because it involves someone as widely admired as Catherine, but because it brings a deeply human struggle into the spotlight. Miscarriage is an experience that touches countless families worldwide, yet Catherine's ordeal was cloaked in layers of royal discretion. It raises a poignant question. Why do institutions, even ones dedicated to public service, sometimes prioritize appearances over compassion? For Catherine, the loss was intensely personal, and the weight of expectation that comes with being a royal undoubtedly compounded the grief. Imagine walking through your home feeling a void that no one else can see, your sorrow hidden behind carefully curated smiles for cameras and public appearances. Those closest to her recall the quiet resilience she displayed during this period. While the palace maintained its official silence, Catherine leaned on her inner circle, family, close friends, and trusted staff, navigating the raw, private grief with as much dignity as she could muster. It is a reminder that even figures who seem untouchable to the public are not immune to the profound human experiences of loss and heartache. In many ways, her journey mirrors that of countless women who suffer in silence, balancing the need to heal privately while keeping the pressures of life visible and uninterrupted. It begs the question of how much we ever really know about the personal lives of public figures. What strikes many observers is the careful orchestration of the royal narrative. The decision not to publicize Catherine's miscarriage was, according to the source, a calculated move to shield the public perception of the royal family's stability. To some, it may feel cold or even harsh, but from the palace perspective, it was about maintaining continuity during a time when the monarchy's image is a symbol of national cohesion. Still, this choice opens a broader dialogue about the balance between public duty and private humanity. How much should the world know, and at what cost to the individuals involved? In Catherine's case, the desire to protect the institution's image collided with her need for privacy, a tension that resonates with anyone who has ever had to hide their pain to keep others reassured. Beyond the sadness of the miscarriage itself, Catherine's journey underscores the quiet strength that comes from enduring personal trials behind closed doors. The doctor's account emphasizes her fortitude, not in grand gestures, but in the subtle, unspoken moments of self-care, reflection, and private mourning. She maintained her public engagements, smiled for photographs, and continued her charitable work, all while processing an unimaginable loss. For those struggling with similar experiences, her story becomes a beacon of resilience, a reminder that it is possible to carry immense grief without letting it define your public identity. Yet, it also serves as a poignant reminder of the need for empathy in our assumptions about those we see only through curated glimpses. There's an unexpected lesson here about vulnerability and the pressures of societal expectation. Catherine's experience shows that no amount of privilege or position can shield someone from life's most intimate challenges. Miscarriage is not a private failure, nor is it something to be hidden in shame. It is a universal human experience. In highlighting this, the revelation encourages us to speak openly about loss, to offer support rather than judgment, and to recognize the courage it takes simply to endure and continue. How often do we overlook the personal battles people face, assuming that wealth or status equates to immunity from life's harsher realities? As the news circulates, it sparks a wave of public reflection and dialogue. Social media has already begun to hum with supportive messages for the princess, many praising her strength and applauding the family's eventual transparency. At the same time, it challenges the public to consider the delicate balance between curiosity and compassion. What do we truly need to know, And how can we honor someone's privacy while still learning from their experiences? The conversation transcends royalty. It touches everyone who has ever suffered loss quietly, wondering how to navigate personal grief in a world that often demands performance over authenticity. Catherine's ordeal, now confirmed, ultimately humanizes a figure often idealized and placed on a pedestal. It reminds us that behind the carefully curated public appearances are real people, grappling with real emotions. Her story teaches resilience, patience, and the strength found in private healing. It encourages us to approach others with gentleness, understanding that even those who seem to have it all may be silently carrying burdens we cannot see. It also opens a door for broader conversations about loss, mental health, and the societal pressures that influence how grief is expressed or concealed. In reflecting on this revelation, we are invited to reconsider our own approaches to empathy and understanding. Princess Catherine's journey through miscarriage, hidden from the public eye,